In 1803, a few weeks after Louisiana Territory was purchased by the United States from France, I told Congress the need for an expedition. I had thought about such an expedition, but was concerned about the danger. This American expedition to the Pacific Northwest was intended to study the Indian tribes, plants, and wildlife in the region, as well as evaluate the potential interference of British and French Canadian hunters and travelers who had already established the area. I selected Captain Meriwether Lewis to lead the expedition, informing him that the terrain was unknown and that he would need to select a group of explorers to help make the journey successful. Thomas Jefferson wrote me a letter describing my mission. I selected William Clark as my partner. Our party of 33, known as the Corps of Discovery, began the historic journey on May 14, 1804. The explorers met up with me in St. Charles, Missouri. Some of the Indian tribes we met were peaceful and some were not. One chief demanded a boat from us as price to be paid for passing through the territory. The Indians became more and more dangerous, so we were prepared to fight back. At the last moment before fighting began, our party and the tribe fell back. We quickly continued westward upriver until winter stopped us at the Mandan tribe's territory, where we built Fort Mandan.
I, Sacagawea, met two American men named Lewis and Clark, who employed my husband Toussaint because he was a fur trapper. I translated to the Shoshone and Nez Perce Indian tribes for them on their expedition. On a few occasions, I served as a guide for the expedition.
The specimens we discovered were recorded and sent back to President Jefferson. We also sent the president a live prairie dog in a box. I wish I could have seen his face when he opened it up. We continued the expedition in canoes by the Clearwater River, the Snake River, and the Columbia River past Celilo Falls and past what is now Portland, Oregon. At this point I spotted Mount Hood, which is a mountain known to be very close to the ocean. It was amazing to finally see the Pacific Ocean. By this time we faced our second bitter winter. We camped on the south side of the river where we built Fort Clatsop for our winter quarters. While wintering at the fort, all men prepared for the trip home by boiling salt water from the ocean, hunting elk and other wildlife, and interacting with the native tribes. It was very rainy and our men had a hard time finding suitable meat. We returned home on September 23, 1806. We brought important information about the new United States territory and the people who lived in it, as well as its rivers and mountains, plants and animals. The expedition made a major contribution to mapping the North American continent.